Hi guys, welcome to Core Artisan Lab. This is video number 91 for learning management system in Django with ReactJs. In this video, we are going to create a About Us support page and Contact Us page, right? So for creating these pages, we will take help of the FlatPages app, which is a inbuilt app when we install Django, right? So we will take this app as we will use this app for our About Us and privacy policy page support page. This is exactly the app for the flat as its a name for the flat pages. Like you have a content for the About Us, you have content for the privacy policy, right? So we will use this app, right? And in the documentation here you can read all the things that what they are doing and how they are doing, right? So let's implement this. So first of all, in our app, in the setting file, what we will do, we will add site ID. So site ID means you just need to understand we can run multiple sites in Django application and which have a different IDs, right? So by default it has one ID, right? So we have defined here site ID equal to 1. Then in the installed apps, we need to install Django contrib sites and then FlatPages, and after that we will run the migration python manage.py, then migrate. So it will add the app in our in this our Django app and create the models, create the required files, right? So if we go to the admin page, here you can see that these are the flat pages, and after migrating, this is you can see here when we add flat page URL, title, content, you can add multiple things. Here we have advanced options, right? So if we need the registration required for this page, then it will we can check this, okay? But we will use the simple things. So flat pages and then About Us, I have created 2 pages, About Us, Contact Us, right? And after that, because we are not creating here the web application with Django, but we are creating the web application with React, so we need to fetch the data as an API. So we are not using the flat pages template. So what we need to do, so I will open the serializer, and in the serializer, first of all we need this model. So from the contrib flat pages models, we will import the flat page model, right? And then after importing this, we will add the fields, that which fields we want to pass in the serializer, right, when we transform the data. So after creating the serializer, we will import the serializer here in the view.py file and create the 2 views. First one is a list API and the second one is a retrieve API, right? So retrieve for our detail page and list for our list page, and here we have imported the serializer as well as the model, right? So here we are. Now in the URL I have added pages, and then when you open this pages, then it will show the pages. Of course we need to add the prefix API, and then I have added the ID and then page slug, right? So if we go to the API, here you can see that pages, and if you go to the ID and then let's say URL, let's add here the URL in the content. So URL, right? So if we refresh this page, so here you can see that this is URL. So what I will do, I will copy this, and the ID is 2. So what I will do here, 2 and then here. So this is our Contact Us page, right? So we need to fetch all the data here in the footer. We will fetch all the pages, and then when we click on that, we need to pass the ID and then the URL, and it will open the page, right? So let's do for the ReactJs. So first of all, let's open our main component, or you can say the home component. So here we have a front end, and let's say source and components and footer, I think, let's say footer. Here we have a footer, right? And because we need to fetch the data, so what we will do, I will take reference from the header, because in the header we are fetching some data. Here you can see that, right? So this is we are not using the use effect here in the header. Okay, so in the footer we need to fetch the data. Okay, so what we will do here, we need the pages, right? So let's open our let's say category.js. so it will fetch the category we need. Okay, the params is not using here, we are, so let's copy this, all of the things in the footer. Here we are, right? So this is pages data, pages data, set pages data. So base URL, axios, use effect, we need all this, right? So yes, this is the base URL, axios, and what we need, base URL is this, and then pages, right? And then set pages data. Here we are. So this is use effect pages data, right? Everything is correct. Okay, one thing, no, actually we need to use this in a function. All right, here we are. Okay, so now everything is correct. Okay, so now we need to map this. So we don't need to map the home, because home is a link of the main page, and then FAQ is a different thing we have created in our previous video, and this will be our main page, and about us, everything else will be in the loop. Okay, so in the category what we will do, we will do the map, right? So copy, paste here, and then it will close here, right? So here we are, and then here I will copy, paste here, and then pages data, right? And then here we will add the title. So what we will do, row.title, right? And for the link, what we will do, so this will be our link, and what we need to do, okay, so it will be our base URL, right? So this will be our base URL, right? Actually our base URL is this, and then pages /$ row.id, and then $, and this will be row.url. all right, so this should work. Okay, let's go for footer. Where is the footer? Here. So about us, contact us. So here you can see that pages is passing that URL 1 and 2, you can see in the bottom left corner, right? So here you can see. Okay, now let's create the page for this. Okay, so when we click on this, it should show the content, right? So how it will show the content? Okay, so what we will do, we will do one thing. When we click on this, then okay, so let's take a reference from our child component, that how we are passing the data from parent to child component, right? So actually no, we will create a different thing. We need to create a different page for that. Okay, and we will pass here. Okay, okay, no problem. Okay, so let's create new page, and this will be our page. Let's say page dot, already we have or not? Oh, we have actually we named it AboutUs.js. So let's change this. Okay, so component, and if we open the AboutUs.js page, where is the AboutUs.js? Here we are. We name it page.js. Open this page and name it page and remove this. Okay, now we have two things, one is a URL and another is ID. So we will use the ID for fetching the data, right? So we need all of these things here, right? And then okay, so let's say okay, let's review one more thing. We have a teacher and show assignment, show result, check quiz in course, so props. So we have this student material, add student material, check attempted student, course teacher courses, check quiz in course. Here we are, to this, no, okay, let's see in the check quiz in course, and we will add folder. Okay, I'll say Django LMS frontend, open, we'll remove this, find, so check quiz status for student, assign quiz, right, where we are, assign quiz, where it is, assign, here we are, assign quiz. Okay, all right, okay, that's a different thing. Okay, so sorry for the timing, actually I was looking something. Okay, so we have this pages.one.about.js, where is the wrong, okay, so we need all of these things, so let's import all of this. Here we are, so use state, use effect, axios, base URL and everything. Okay, so it will be page data, right? So set page data, this one, okay, and set page data, what we will what we will do, the first one is page data dot title, right, and then it will be content, page data dot content, right? Now we need to fetch the data, right? So from the parameters, okay, so from the parameters, if we go to the, let's say, course detail page here, so we are using here the parameters, use params, so go to the page.js, use params, and this will be our page ID, right? And we don't need to use the URL just for the URL for the text in the URL bar, right? And then we will use this import this use param. Oh, we are already importing. Okay, so page ID. Okay, so now let's go to the main component. Where is the main component? Okay, here the main, here we are, right? So this is FAQ, and now we need a page. So what it will be, let's say page and this will be our page ID, and then this will be our page slug, right? And this is page, right? And we need to import this, so we will import this here. Okay, we don't need this, actually we name it page. So where we are using this about, we don't need this, right? So page, and when we click on this, it should not pages, it should page. So what it will be, page, right? So now let's see. Okay, something is we are doing something wrong here. Where? Okay, actually this page should be in the some parent element, wrap in some element, right? So let's remove this and let's see where we are wrong. One parent element, we have this parent element. Oh, all right. Okay, all right. So this is showing, no, this is not. So this is showing page 1 about us, and this is showing page 2 contact us, React app, and everything is okay. So this is page, and we need this. Okay, we don't need this. So we need to fetch the data according to this page ID, right? So what it should be, let's fetch this page ID, page slug. It should be page ID, page slug. Here we have two things, right? And let's add here plus page slug, right? So this should fetch the data. What we have, pages. Okay, pages. All right. So contact us, this is contact us page, and if we click on the about us, this is not showing about us. Why? Okay, so let's go back and see what's wrong. So about us, here we have, this is content, and this is about us content. Okay, this is about, this is contact us, this is about us, response.data. Okay, let's go for the network and click on contact us. All right, so we are setting set page data, and this is setting the page data. Okay, why this is not showing anything? Okay, contact us, about us. Let me see this. Click here, click here. It's going to page. Yes, it's going. When we click on the footer, it's going to page here, and then from here we are from the base URL. When we click on the page, yeah, that's fine, everything is okay. Page ID, page slug. What's the matter? About us, network, about us, contact us. Okay, let me see this. Okay, so we were facing the issue where when we click on the about us or click on the contact us, it is changing the URL but not changing the content. Okay, so let's understand this thing. So what we need to do, this use effect only work if we change the state, right? So what we need to do, our page ID will regular change. Okay, so what I will do, I will copy this and add in the dependency here in the array, right? So now let's try to change this. Okay, when we click on the About Us, it will change the content. When we click on the Contact Us, it will change the content, because now our state is changing, right? So this is the thing that we were missing. So now I have added. Now let's change the design for this page. So this will be our div. Okay, let's copy the things from our home page. So this is our container, right? So this will be our container, and then here we will close the div, right? So contact us, right? So about us, contact us, right? So you can add the content from the admin as I have shown before. Okay, so with this way we have created the About Us and Contact Us with the help of FlatPages app in the in Django, right? Now in the next video we will perform the Contact Us send email. We will see that how we can send the email with the help of Django. We will use the backend email. Also I will guide you that how you can send the email in the production environment, right? So thank you so much for watching this video. Okay, so please like, share, subscribe this channel, and support me as much as you can. Okay, so thank you so much.